Uh, I don't know why this is blocked.
Here. Here. Feel.
Test, test.
Hear, feel, think.
Alright, there we go. My microphone wasn't working. Wait, record. Oh. No, don't. Team. Test, test. All right. Oi! You all right, lad? No. You're a morning you sleep in sweating buckets besides. That'll be the Aether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Hey, it's Boogles. Feeling better, Koopo? Ah, you can't see us. I had a feeling you could, Koopo. We're Moogles and we live in this wood. Normal folks can see our heroes, but makes you special, Koopo. And seeing how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you a chance to witness anything suspicious, Koopo? But of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. What is nothing for it then? We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Koopo. Quit drinking! Main reason why I wanted to check out Final Fantasy 14 is because I wanted to mark it off my list, and also because I want to see what the director of Final Fantasy 14 is going to do with Final Fantasy 16, because he's the producer of... Grindy is still a fair ways off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake, how about you keep me company till we get there? These youngins don't care for much conversation, see? Brynmont's the name and Peddling's be trade. As for you, good self, judging by your usual garments, I'll say you're one of those new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. As long as you can avoid dying, I mean, ain't no secret that adventure's a risky business these days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? To win glory. Glory, eh? Well, if you willing to take on them tasks as other folks ain't, an adventure such as yourself, you can win fame and coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about what the Adventurers business is in there. Okay? Remember though, there's more important things in fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Halt! Go no further! What's this then? Wow! What's going on? A skirmish has broken out on ahead with the XIV. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Well... Bloody hells, we all hold him back here. Try to break clear. I want to join in on that. That was too bleeding close. Nice of the XIV to send us a welcoming party though, eh? Joking aside, this won't be the first time you meet those feathered fiends, so you just take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? Yes. Is it? Well then, let this journey itinerary tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, luscious forest in all of Eorzea. Though it isn't near as lush as it used to be, saying that, not since the Calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdsman's raids become a daily occurrence. Ah, at long last. Behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals. Okay.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea.
It was Eorzea, not Eorzea, okay.
Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania.
Gridania, okay.
Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul.
Me!
One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Alright, let me get some here. Give me 1 second to update this real quick and then we'll get on going again. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do the last episode of Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So, until we do that, I'll just stream this. Alright. And this is where we part ways, son. I'm off to the market to deliver me wares, and it's back to the high road for me. Yeah, I want you to have this by way of thanks for keeping me company. You're welcome. Hey, you never did tell me your name, let's see. Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of story personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the matron take him to her bosom, that he may never want. And in his heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Okay. Alright. And of course, Final Fantasy 14. I'm not sure exactly how many streams this is going to take, but I wasn't going to be doing too much today, because I want to figure out how to do that last episode. I need to figure out how a way to get around this last episode of Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So I can go ahead and mark that off my list and be done with it. I have one idea, which is really going to suck, but just may have to do. I may not be able to stream it. I might just have to record it off my phone and record it in chunks. You there? Yes, you. Your face is not known to me. Nearly came to the city, no doubt. I am Bertinot, a wood whaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from their enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove our friends. Let us see what you are. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. I'm going to use a controller. Follow the instructions, move your character and adjust it to the position of the camera. When you're ready to proceed, speak to Bandicoot. No. Okay. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Accept. Another green adventurer, I presume? I thought as much. We can now allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. I figured. Alright. The Carline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mune with it, and she will take your hand. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. How do you get rid of this thing? How do we get rid of this thing? Oh, that works. Alright. I'm trying to figure this out. Ah, give a bloody man a fright sneaking up on me like that. Nearly come to Gridania, are ye? I suggest you continue your merry way to the Karna campus just below me, behind me. Mother and Mino will want a word with me. Okay. Halt! Unregistered outsiders are not permitted beyond this point. If you wish to remain in our city, you must obey our rules and proceed to the Karna. Okay! Okay! Okay. Well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wandering young adventurer come to put your name down at the guild, I presume? Welcome, Mion's my name, and our mother Mion is most called me, and the Carling Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventure Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting in the people of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. Yeah. The exile and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north, and that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. But I speak of it as you were there. Forgive me. 5 years passed. Eorzea was well laid to waste when the Dreadworm emerged from within the Lesser Moon. Dalmud and rained fire upon the realm, as which people call the Calamity. This is actually... I've actually heard this before. They are using the original Final Fantasy XIV and the destruction of the servers as a storyline. Scarcely a square mile of the 12th wood was spared the devastation, yet despite the force's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I'm aware of how improbable it must be to sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are many versions of the events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Hey, Hunter. Until I can figure out what I want to do with what I can do with Final Fantasy VII Remake, the final chapter, because I can't record it from my cell phone. I can't even gorilla it. So that is out of the. I want to do Final Fantasy XIV, start on that, which was my next game anyway, while I figure out what I'm going to do for the final chapter of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because I don't know what to do no more. Whatever else we must remember, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of the realm, and yet whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. I don't have the money for an Elgato HD 60S right now. I don't have the money for it. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst the blinding glare. Does have these adventurers come to know? I don't want yours. I mean, you use yours. Does have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light? Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can do to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I will trust you will play your part. All that's left in is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Scrawl your name right there. Oh, and I would appreciate it if you used your real name. There's a special place in the 7th hell for you to use them using it. Dude, when I get my Elgato 46 MK2 installed, my... Oh, okay. I forgot you were getting a new Elgato. Why don't you just mail it to me? I'm kidding. DKS, yes, look at the name. Look at the name. DKS3A. It was the best I could think of. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's fine. So for now, I guess I'll just do Final Fantasy 14 until I get that Elgato the 60S. And then I can finish up Final Fantasy 7 Remake. The last chapter. That'll work. And you're quite sure that isn't an using alias. Very well, from this moment forward, you're a registered adventurer of Grenania, nation blessed with the elements and the bounty of the 12's wood. The guild expects great things from you. Look at what just arrived. Another God's damned adventurer. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve that Grenania needs. The Elder Seedser herself Basis welcomed them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Of course not. Lest you forget, it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, mind you not cause any trouble here, I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th hell. Paid to that outburst no mind. He only meant to console you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the 12's wood as of late, you see, and the woods dwellers cannot feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As often the way with folk who live in isolation, Grenadians are wont to mistrust things that they do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however, given a catalog of exemplary deeds in no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. Years? On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Grenania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Okay. Now then, you may depend on old Mother Melanie to teach you a few things that very adventurers should know. Okay. Tutorial time! This includes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Grenania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Muon, and then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Hey, I leveled up! Yay! Yay! I want to go to Hawaii! Yay! Yay! I want to go to Hawaii! Yay! Alright, let's accept this. Let's begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure to have a firmly grasp it, of the fundamentals of adventuring. Then I then have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetherite. The massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetherite Plaza, not far from the Carline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetherite plays a key role in the life of the ever-wandering adventurer. Once you have located a crystal, all you do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instruction. For your second task, you are to visit the Lancers Guild, because I'm a Lancer. There is no better place to learn the arts of the polearm. Speak with Jillian, and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final... Hey, Tug. For your third and final task, I want to have you visit the markets at the heart of Old Grenadia's commercial district. Here you should find weapons and armor and all the various items that an adventurer might need on his travels. So until I figure out what I'm going to do for the final chapter of Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I think Hunter's talking about giving me his old capture card once he gets his new capture card, which then I'll be able to actually capture off of PS4. Then I can finish up the final chapter of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Until then, I will start the next game I was planning on starting anyway, which was Final Fantasy XIV. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Parsamantret and listen as well to his console. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not long ago. You have your task, DK. May Nofika guide your path. Oh, and one more thing. Should you happen to cross any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I am certain they will be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be of realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. Also suggest that you lend an ear to the Smiths here in the Canopy. The Smiths are entrusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. Hi. Alright. Quest accepted. The only bad thing... I'm in Clan Ultros, by the way. The server Ultros. Alright. Anyway, let's talk to people. Hello, the Smith. Greetings, I am one of the Smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see I have but recently taken up the Adventurers Manor. The possibilities stretching out to you must be positively daunting. In Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limited potential. My fellow Smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the Guild also lists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you the accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by the title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you in any aspect of adventuring. You have hundreds of quests under your belt, and they will likely have solutions for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of the mentor's age to enrich your experience in Eorzea. Please do not hesitate to ask me if you'd like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors. We just... In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. Okay. No one sets foot upon the adventurous path knowing that all there is to know. Mentors are there to answer your questions, so be sure to make most of their wisdom and experience. Novice Network, okay? How do I earn bonus experience? We have found that pairing a new adventurer with a mentor proves advantageous for both. Fledgling heroes blossom swiftly under a veteran's guidance and active teaching services to reinforce the tested champion's fundamental skills. What is a mentor? The Adventurers Guild lists a cadre of veteran adventurers who stand ready to share with you their accumulated wisdom. These helpful men and women are known as mentors. Okay. Nothing. Anyway, I guess we'll take a look around. Ultrasound? What is ultrasound? Yeah, I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of anything. Come on. I was trying to think of a name. It wouldn't let me use numbers. So I had to think of something. That would make me TUG, sure. I don't know. I just alright, so I gotta go find Aetherite found inside the city, visit the Lancers Guild, and go to the markets. Alright. Can we actually go up here now? Well, I guess there's the Aetherite. Alright, so I gotta tune to this. Greetings, adventurer. I see you faithfully follow Mother Minu's instructions. Hello. Allow me to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I am Nicaea of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the Aetherite. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation skills, make direct use of the Aetherite and their connection to the flow of Aether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune themselves to each one. True, I bet you there's an achievement for that. Truly, few things in this world are so useful as an intrepid explorer. Well, you need not locate them all at once. Before rushing out into the wilds, I suggest you start with the Aetherites found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherite or transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. So I learned Return. You're attuned with the Aetherite, you are now able to use a Return spell. Alright, so you go to travel, you can go to return. That's how we do that. I just read that real quick. Alright, we got some side quests here, I guess? A good adventurer is hard to find. Bernadette is searching for adventurers eager to prove their mettle. Sure. Newly come to Gridania, are you in search of fame or fortune, perhaps? If you have confidence in the abilities, I urge you to speak with the Chancellor Loop of the God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archer's Guild. But I'm not an archer, I'm a lancer! The creatures of the 12 Woods have been behaving most unnaturally of late and has fallen to the God's Quiver to pacify them. Alas, they are solely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to support their ranks. I am certain that your offer of aid will be well received. Okay. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Alright. Anyway, I don't even know where to look for any of this stuff, but I'll find it. I'm not going to be going too long tonight, but I just wanted to get started, mainly make my character, get started in a little bit, until I figure out what I'm going to do with Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I got a couple of options. Alright, what are you? Oh! Ah! That's a level 60 quest. I can't do anything about that. Alright, now where is some... I'm just looking around right now, this not too... Well, I guess I can do this. I found this. Hello, Chance the Loop. Bernadette, you sent you to me? Well, in the spirit tonight, if you wish to prove your worth to the people around you, you have a right to come. You do wish to prove yourself, do you not? Oh, that was easy. Chance the Loop is a god's quiver is tested adventures by sending to slay forest funguars. Ordinarily, fungus funguars that inhabit the central shard are not more than a nuisance. However, we have received reports that the vast clouds of creature spores have rendered parts of the troll's woods impassable and ruined crops besides. We periodically call the funguar population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creatures have taken to spawning out of season, making it even more difficult to keep their numbers in check. Though this is indeed a troubling development, the God's Quiver has more pressing concerns than it can ill afford to waste time in fighting funguars. If you wish to prove yourself, go to the Central Shroud and exterminate 6 of the pests. Use caution to approach them one at a time. Test your adventuring career, but will be cut disappointingly short. Okay. Let's attune this thing, I guess, since we're here. I now have access. Quick travel throughout the city. Okay. That's cool. So I can immediately warp there now. That's cool. I'll continue looking around then, I guess. Alright. Oh, yeah. I still don't have a way to get... Oh, this is the market at least. So I need to talk to somebody in the market? Here he is. By what right does a fledgling venture presume to address Pest Remont, master of the markets? You think you can stroll in here bold as you please and demand my hard-earned knowledge? Ha! A merchant does not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If on the other hand you had a tasty morsel recurring my flavor, then I might reconsider your request. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of man's handiwork, and more specifically her bacon. Don't be surprised, son. I smell that eel pie of yours from all my way. Hand it over. That freaky clutch, justifying very well. I'm a man of my word. Pay close attention for I only explained this once. The aspired adventure needs no look further than the rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armor. Such goods are the province of the rosewood stalls throughout the south of here. You'll be pleased to learn that the merchants of Grandia are extremely particular when it comes to craftsmanship, so unique and forged effective scraps and the like. If it's potions for paraphernalia seek, head to the ebony stalls. These shelves are lavishly stocked with wide-eyed old-on merchants, and I truly say that I've seen things amongst the myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. You follow me thus far, the first step in any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your needs. Then you may concern yourself with price and profit. There is little more I can teach you with mere words. Go, pursue the stall, and see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substitute for first-hand experience after all, and I'm weary of talking, unless you have another eel pie? Nope. Alright, I will be right back. Like I said, I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I at least want to get done with this quest. This quest right here. I got to find out where the Lances Guild is, and I'm going to take out a couple of items and things like that. Just take a look around for a couple of things, and I'm probably not going to be on too long today, but then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do for the final chapter of Final Fantasy VII Remake, so... Okay, I'm back. Alright. What? You got a side quest here? What do you got? I'll make it my previous expect to give you take your. Very well, if you wish to know more of the markets, I should give you a practical education for you at large. Alright, man. Alright, thanks for stopping by, though. As a master of markets, I entertain many requests. Let's order for you from the whalers, for example, but I delegate their fulfillment to my air leagues that I might tend to such tasks that I'm alone capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I'll delegate the fulfillment of the specific request to you. If you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to the Lancers Guild. There is much more to be found in those stalls if you have the dedication to seeking them. However, as my representative, you only need to offer my name as payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares, so numerous are the debts I owe. My proper position is that I am spared a simple task and you gain priceless mercantile experience. While I should rightly charge you for such opportunity, but worry not, I'm a man of my word and the terms will stand. Deliver the goods to Con Guild, and she may even be fit to reward you. Okay. Alright, so let's start with the bone spearhead. I would imagine that would be in the weapons shop. Sorry, mate, we ain't open yet. Oh, one approximate one. What is it that you wanted? A bone spearhead? Ah, here she is. Take it and tell that bastard we're square. Welcome at the behest of the good man. It is the pleasure of your company today, my lord. May I take this opportunity to say that it is an honor and privilege to serve you. Ah. But as you have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, feel free to take as much as you require. And you are, of course, informed Master Paramount. I was only too happy to accommodate. We get the beeswax. Well, imagining the other one's probably on the other side. Ah, there it is. Ah, discerning eyes, yes, the craftsman truly something in it. You're currently manner of possible. God, if I heard that bloody name again, maybe too soon. Ah, they're always thinking I might make a guild today. Here, take the damn Brembleweed Road and bugger off. Alright. I guess I'll follow this over here. That would take me to the Lancers Guild, I guess. Ah, here it is. Lancers Guild. Easy enough. What business have you with me, adventurer, whom you came across as a master of Postremal? So soon, I am impressed. I placed my order only a short time ago, yet I had all the items I requested. Truly, Master Postremal is every business forceful as they say. You are unfortunate to work under such a man. You will do well to mold yourself in his image if you have any aspirations as a merchant. Okay. And I guess I'll talk to you because I needed to... Well, one of the Lancers Guild wants a fledgling adventurer to deal with the squirrel problem. Ah, fresh-faced adventurer, the very manner of the person I wish to meet. The Lancers Guild is looking for someone to track down and exterminate half a dozen squirrels. Squirrels! The infernal pest has been squeezing in over floorboards every eve for the past several moons and gnawing way up to support pillars. You have yet to inflict any serious structural damage to date the builder, but I hesitate to bring such a trifling matter over the world whalers of the Godquiver. Hence my delight at your timely arrival. Why, an adventurer who would not dispatch such riddling nuisance is not worthy of the name, not in the here in Grandia at any rate. And you know what becomes of the capable adventurers, but perhaps it's best that you do not. The squirrels of which I supposedly find in the central shroud. Return to me once you have disposed of them, assuming the task is not beyond you. For your sake, I sincerely hope it is not. Welcome to the Lancers Guild. I see you brought your own spear. If you seek to refine your skills in pole armor, you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of refined instructors. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with the game ever plentiful in the 12th wood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here ever since the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spear masters from across the realm, many eager to test the metal against the famed might of the Wood Whalers. And it was here in Grania that a myriad of fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art of talk here today. Yeah. There's a lot of talking. The spear technique can be formalized and owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by Wood Whaler Captain Mistali, a nigh on a century past. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Grania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive, but also continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you have a will and list, speak with me again and we can begin the enrollment procedures. Well then, have you made up your mind and listened to the Lancer Guild? Yes. Excellent. So let your destiny away and know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Please make your way to the area within. Our guildmaster waits you there. Okay, that's how he's correct. Okay, it's L2 and triangle. What am I doing? I'm attuned to this thing. I can run back to that woman real quick. Alright, anyway. Back in here, let's talk to that woman. We did what she wanted. The conquering hero returns. You have completed my little task, I trust. The relocation to visit will preach prominently in your life as an adventurer. It's best to grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And you took the time to listen to woes of the citizenry. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to lend your talent to one and all, no matter how trivial the matter may seem. I am thankful that you're holding an obliging sort, DK. It's adventurers like you who will win the hearts of the locals and pave your way for those who follow. I play Grenania. I can rely on your aid in the struggles to come. And guess what, guys? I gained a level. There it is. Da, 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 la, 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 la. What do you have to say? You need someone to return an iron snaffle you accidentally took from the Tree Speak stables. That's it. No. I must have mistaken a metal bit for a nut while I was foraging for food in the forest. A spare snap will be replaced by some sorry soul from the Tree Speak stables, I suspect. It was in their vague vicinity that I amassed the majority of my magical morsels. While I've already had a hefty helping of these here nuts, I won't be walking for a while. I'll tell you to take this to Tree Speak stables in my speed. Prior to parting, pray speak to blah, 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 at the Yellow Serpent Gate. Listen to all of his directions, you're liable to get lost. Okay. Ethernet, let's go to Guild? Oh no. Let's go back to the Lancer Guild. Because I want to just check out the shop real quick, and then I'll probably call it a stream so I can get to bed. I gotta get to bed soon, so. Alright, let's just check around in here. I don't have any items. That's a repair shop, okay? What do you got? Huh. Alright. He dies. That's food. The materials, it looks like. Ah. Okay, there's potions and everything. How much gold? Okay, I got 321, okay. Alright, let's see, we got... This function is not available on free trial, okay? Alright. Accessory Shop. Gear Shop, I guess that's, Tool Shop. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool. You can even see what time it is up there. What time it actually is here. It's 10:07 p.m. Which is right. That's kind of cool. It looks like we have, what do you need? It's our adventure to deliver a forgotten item. On adventure, precisely what we needed. Not a moment ago, we dispatched our newest recruit, Arthur, to inspect me because of the amplitude. Regrettably, the young killer has more spirit than sense to charge him without his tools. Suffice to say, he won't be getting any work done. Would you be able to kind of deliver it to him? Wonderful. Seek out Loic and the Acorn Orchard behind the atrium. He would have Arthur's tools. Look at all these things I'm getting, and I don't even know how to even get to any of them. Ugh. Alright. And another quest. Ah, they're everywhere. I know I'm about adventurers who do anything for the Lord, but then I want you to make a Noli laugh. She's no good with strangers, so she must introduce herself politely with a bow. Or bow, whatever. The other thing is, give me a moment. Here they are, still fresh and unused as the day they got them. Doubt he's even realized he's left the loaded things behind. First day, and he forgets his tools. Staff son needs to kick up the... Alright. So we gotta go to social, remote, and a bow. Let's try this again. Emote, bow. Hi. That seemed to work, but she still says we'll try turning the joy into heart with their that would prove how an ICR. Now we gotta do joy. This is just all kinds of tutorial stuff. Let's see. Joy. Alright. Joy. You're odd. I think you're starting to like your good now that you've broken the ice. I bet you can surprise him and just start dancing. Okay. I don't want to dance. Okay. So I guess we'll dance. Giggle. Haha, you're a really good dancer, mister. That look like fun. Maybe I should try it sometime. Thank you, you're pretty good at this. And I lost her father 5 years ago during all the fighting. She hasn't laughed much since then. Someone too, I mean, we're all worried, but a lot of the young kids have been following me around lately. And you wouldn't understand anyway. Thanks for the help. It works for me. Alright. I want to try to find something here real quick. I think I'm probably going to call it a stream here. Because, yeah. Actually, I got to get to bed, so... There's gotta be a Aether thing around here somewhere. Oh, alright, right here, this will work. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna call it a stream here. When we come back, I'm gonna, I guess, take a look around some more. Try to take care of some of these quests that I've accumulated. I got a bunch of quests that's accumulated. Unless I find out what I'm going to do for Final Fantasy 7 Remake, then I'll be back to Final Fantasy 7 Remake to try to finish up that chapter. Then I'll be back at this game full time. But thank y'all for coming. I will see y'all next time, and have a good night.